Hi, you all. We are having a great day today. We are going to be talking about home training, and I've been gathering a lot of different resources for you all because remember, as your Queen of Sales Realtor, I am the dependable source for residential sales, and residential sales also includes the education of a client before making one of the biggest purchases of their lives. So I hold myself accountable to you all knowing specific terms that as it relates to finance and real estate, as the two markets go hand in hand. And I believe now that the occupational code have put together under the finance industry. Now, with that being said, I want to rewind it a little bit. I want to introduce myself to you all. I am Aisha Melinda Realtor, the Queen of Sales Agent in Southeast Texas with Clayton Nash Real Estate. I have been a realtor for the past 9 years in this area, and I began real estate in 2010. I really started ahead of that in 2003 when I graduated from Central High School, Go Jaguars, and now I've done some other things, but I did see two of my grandmothers pass away, and they were only renting. And I knew that they were renting as I was growing up, and I thought, there has to be a way to stop this generational curse and build generational wealth. And as I would see the landlords and or rent people coming by to pick up their income each and every month, whether or not the clients were happy with their residence and the way they lived or not. This was residual to them, and it was an expense to us. So, I have, been a homeowner. My parents began to be a home. My mother was a homeowner immediately in 1998, and have been a part of the home industry pretty much since then. Because of the construction that my family has done, not only through Kryptonite Builders, but through the late Charlie Hillard as well. And so I do feel qualified to teach you all on the basics on getting your home. And not only that, but staying in your home, because we want to make sure that we educate the public on getting in that home, planning for it ahead of time, making sure you have all of your, not just your finances, but the education in place that you're going to need. You have all of your insurance quotes. You have done all of your research on various different areas of the neighborhood, the prices. You have educated yourself as well as on the mortgage things, products that are out there. So we're going to be doing a lot about that. Remember, there's Credit Smart through Freddie Mac. Then there's the Fannie Mae product that we have. We do the T-Shot with that. We offer the DPA and the mortgage credit certificates through T-Shot. That's our Texas HFA agency that distributes the cash to our local counties. They do set the income requirements. I do have all the information I'm going to be going through. I'm trying to get us back here online so that we can see what's going on here with Smart About Money Alliance, the Consumer Financial Bureau, the Consumer Bureau Financial Protection Agency is another one that I've been getting resources from. I've been getting different publications from the FDIC, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, as well as going through the HUD housing counseling training, as well as Credit Smart, like I said, through the Freddie Mac, because of the new loans which are offered where you do not have to be let me change the password. A borrower. The borrowers do not have to live in the house. We call that a non-occupying borrower. If you are not a borrower, and if you're not an occupant and you want to help, say, your loved one with the purchase of their home, and you know that you can't not assist them, let's say, with the funds for a down payment, or you cannot assist them with furniture or a nice gift, but you do have available credit that can boost up their credit, or that can conjoin with yours to make them qualify for specific loans. based on the loan to value ratio up to that specific amount, which can be 95% in some cases. So that with that meaning, I want to go ahead and specify with the loan to value ratios, they are saying that your income cannot exceed this amount. So whenever you see LTVs at 95%, that means that your expenses that you have cannot be more than 95% of your income. And the way that that formula works out is either on the front end or the back end. And I'm learning a little bit more about that now as I am in the hood of not credit counseling, hood housing counselor training, that it's going to be great to know the different formulas and how I can qualify one, or I can assist you before you even, stress yourself out. You want to know if housing is even right for you, because I know, okay, just because we all have to live doesn't mean we all have to live the same way. Maybe it's better for you to rent at this particular time. Maybe it's better that you stay put with your relatives until you have enough saved based on your credit history, or that you do something. Maybe you need to get another job or pay off some debt in order for maybe 1 or 2 years down the road you can be able to afford that note. Because remember, most of the notes that are affordable are going to be calling for 30 years. We're talking a whole lifetime. So you want to keep that in the back of your head. For the most of your fixed rate mortgages, you will be applying for a 30-year mortgage. Most of your adjustable rate mortgages are super conforming for 15 years or 10 years or less. You will probably have a higher interest rate, which is a higher financial risk, but at the same time, it's for those that have over 20% down on your conventional loans, who are able to put at least more than that amount down. So since my computer just crashed here, I'm going to go ahead and try to get back on Chrome so that you all can see. I didn't know how I can change the camera around. But I want you all to stay out for looking out for home training. I'm combining presentations, gathering resources still, so that I can come up with a complete program through coaching, so that we can get our community of consumers ready to purchase a home where they know and they're confident that when they get in this home, they can afford the mortgage. They can afford also to pay the other expenses, such as the Wi-Fi. They can pay their cell phone bill each month. These are things that you're already paying, but you want to make sure you still have enough to pay this. You want to make sure you have stable income. You want to make sure that you have 2 years of income, and that your credit score is at 580 in order to qualify for FHA, and that you meet certain income qualifications for the DPA assistance. Also, there are special programs for our Texas Heroes. I'm going to be speaking more about that as we go through the PowerPoint presentation coming up soon. I am getting the schedule out. That's going to help with all my digital marketing. And once I schedule that out in a white paper format, then I will be able to market them graphically so that I can market them digitally through your SEO, your Google My Business sites, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and others, as well as LinkedIn and Twitter. That way we can have a broader platform of consumers that can chat in and or share valuable information before we do start to charge for it, because we know that information is only good to those that are willing to invest in it. And if you can invest a price into it, such as $300 to $350, then we'll go ahead and educate you on the hours, and we will also teach you that certificate that you need, so that you can knock some of those steps out in the home buying process, because you simply came to a realtor first. And once again, find me on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Instagram, Queen of Sales. You can type that in, your WordPress site. I'm also on Periscope and your YouTube right now as you're seeing me. So once again, I thank you for your 10 minutes. I am getting ready to sign these things. I'm doing speaker presentations in the community. I want to get you all ready for the year 2020 because your goal is big, but it is very possible. And if there's anything that I can do to help you any step along the way, just give me a phone call. Thanks.